Hey, good morning, good morning. Hi, hi, it's Saturday. I don't know why I'm moving this light around. It was better before, there we go. Okay, it's 6:40. It seems to be the trend that I'm now going live between 6 and 7, closer to 7. Let's hope that I can reverse this trend and go earlier. I don't know, does it really matter? Everything's fine, so it doesn't really matter. What am I doing? What am I talking about? It doesn't matter. Okay, don't let others guilt you out of joy, out of your joy. Okay, but you have to, okay, there's like a few things we're gonna talk about. Number one, find some joy. Find some joy. You have to do things that bring you joy, and you have to be conscious of that joy. You have to be conscious of that joy. And I'll explain that. I may as well explain it now. Okay, so when I say conscious of that joy, and what I'm gonna, okay. I love coffee. I love coffee. I love the taste of coffee. I used to drink it a lot, and I would never enjoy it. Like, I would enjoy it. Oh, I really like this coffee. Oh, this coffee tastes so good. But I would never really take the time to actually enjoy it. It would be more like, oh, I'm going to drink this coffee because I need the caffeine. I love coffee. It's a great delivery mechanism for caffeine. It was more so, I'm just going to really quickly drink this coffee because I want the caffeine, and I really like coffee, and this is great, you know, and then just carry on. I'm going to go do the next thing, and then I'm going to do the next thing. That's how I always used to operate. So now, you know what really brings me joy? And it's a completely different sensation that you can feel inside you, instead of just, I'm going to have this coffee on the go, doing my thing, constantly doing the next thing or thinking about the next thing. I make my coffee, and I have this like little slice of really healthy banana bread that I've been making. Oh, I added blueberries to it. So good. It is so good. But I take a moment, and it's not a very big moment. It's just a few minutes where I'll take a nice sip of my hot coffee. I've been making iced coffee, but I had it hot the past few days, and it was so good. And I don't usually like hot drinks because they like burn my tongue and stuff. It's a personal preference. Everybody has their thing. But I've been taking a moment to really just enjoy a couple sips and eating my banana bread and just really enjoying the moment. And it brings me joy. It makes me happy because it tastes so good, and I love food. I love food, and I love delicious things. So that little thing, it's not totally unhealthy. I'm not going off the rails, but it's just this little tiny moment that brings me joy, and I'm just learning to savor it a lot more compared to how I used to operate, which was always, you know, do the things and like, let's just get it done, right? So number one, do things that bring you joy. Find joy in the little things that you're already doing. So if you're already drinking coffee, stop, pause, take a moment and actually enjoy it. Why are you drinking it? What does it taste like? What's it? Oh, that feeling in your mouth is so wonderful. It's so wonderful. So find the joy in the things that you're already doing, and the things that you're already doing in the present. It doesn't have to always be, oh, I need to now go and add more joy into my life, but switch to operating in a way where you're finding joy in the things that you're already doing. And the things that you're already doing in your day-to-day life. What is it that you really enjoy? And if there's something that you don't enjoy, if you're starting to create this friction, that's a different story altogether. You need to maybe stop doing it and find something else, right? So pay attention to that too. But find the joy in what you're doing. But then here's the other thing. Especially like when, you know, when shit's hitting the fan in life, you always have to still find the joy and find ways to do things that bring you joy, right? So maybe if you are in a rush and you're skipping that coffee, right? Even if you're in a rush, take a moment. If you're throwing it in your thermos before you turn your car on, just take a moment to have that sip and just breathe and just enjoy that first taste. Something like that. Figure it out. I don't know. You're your own person. You go figure it out. Okay, carrying on. The second part of it is this is actually the main thing, is don't let others guilt you out of your joy. Don't let others guilt you out of your joy. So and this is just like a very specific example, that because I was thinking about it this morning, and I literally started laughing this morning. I was laughing out loud. I came across this hilarious meme, and it wasn't even that hilarious. I thought it was hilarious. It was super corny. It was so corny. It was so cheesy. It was, you know, something that people would have rolled their eyes at, but I thought it was so funny, and I started laughing, like in my kitchen alone, just laughing. I was taking a moment to just scroll some memes, and I was just thinking to myself, like, wow, I really find this hilarious. I really find, like, where do people come up with this silliness? It's funny. It's just funny. I really like humor and all different types of humor. I like laughing. I like it when other people laugh. I had a moment where I just really enjoyed it, and it struck that I've constantly heard from so many people, and there's going to be a flip side to this because there's always a flip side. I've heard from so many people, stop scrolling your phone, stop getting sucked into social media. It's not productive. And yeah, it's true. It's not productive. It's not productive. So the flip side being, be aware. Are you scrolling your phone? Are you scrolling your phone to run away from responsibilities, or because there's stuff that whatever? Are you scrolling your phone to procrastinate? Is it a coping mechanism? Is it a way to zone out and not feel your feelings? Whatever. There's tons of different stuff, right? Are you doing that, or is it something that you actually enjoy doing? Because if it's something that you enjoy doing and you're limiting yourself, or you're not getting sucked into it and your life is falling apart and you're just totally zoned out on your phone, if you enjoy scrolling hilarious memes, then do it. And do it. Don't let the murmurs of, stop scrolling on your phone and stop wasting time on social media and stop doing these things. Don't let other people tell you what you should be doing to bring yourself joy. There's a moth. There's a moth. If you enjoy looking at those things, go. There's another one. Do it. Do it. Take 5 minutes to zone out and take a little mental break. Everybody deserves a mental break. Some people do it in different ways. Some people knit. I've tried knitting. It's not for me. I don't have the patience for it. There are some things that I can build patience for if I have truly a passion for it, but knitting is not for me. But I really like laughing, so I like finding things that make me laugh. So don't let people guilt you by putting what their expectations are for their life, or how they choose to live their life, or even what brings them joy. Don't let that kind of sway into what you're doing, you know what I mean? Or impact what you're doing, or influence. That's the word, influence. You need to do you, and you need to figure out for yourself, are you running away from your responsibilities and zoning out and using it as a way to escape, right? Scrolling out, zoning out and being on your phone? Or are you just taking a 5-minute breather and you're just fuck it, I just want to scroll social media for 5 minutes because it's something entertaining. Because there's a lot of ridiculousness on social media. There's hilarious memes, there's crazy stuff, there's weird stuff, there's stuff that is thought-provoking, tons and tons of different types of things. There's beautiful artwork, there's inspiring people. It's not always just stupid BS. There's a lot of really interesting things that you can find. So don't let other people saying, or other people's rules for their life, don't let their guidebook dictate yours, right? That's all I'm kind of saying. If you enjoy it, enjoy it. But on the flip side, you have to be aware. Are you enjoying something because you're enjoying it, or are you doing it as a coping mechanism, right? Like my addiction to caffeine. I do enjoy coffee, but for me, there was this underlying addiction to caffeine, and I was not being respectful to coffee. Not in the way that I am now. I actually don't even drink that much coffee. I've only recently started drinking it a little bit again. And again, yes, I do need the caffeine. I've been feeling very energetically drained, but I'm taking my time with it. It's a completely different experience for me than what it was previously. So anyways, I think that's all I got. That's all I got. Don't let other people guilt you. Just you do you. Figure out what brings you joy. Add some more joy into your life if you're lacking it. And if you can't figure out how to do that or what to do, then just find joy in slowing down a little bit and look for it in the things that you're already doing, right? I love cooking. And so even if it gets a little bit monotonous sometimes, or if I'm in a little bit of a rush, I try and at least slow my brain down and enjoy the moment of chopping those vegetables, knowing that there's about to be something really fucking yummy on my plate. That type of thing. Figure it out. That's all I'm going to say. Just figure it out for yourself. I don't fucking know what I'm talking about. Don't listen to me. No, you should listen to me sometimes. Sometimes I'm right. I'm going to give myself that. Sometimes I'm right. Okay, it's 6:48. I keep looking at the time because I need to go, and I need to go work out. Have an amazing Saturday. Have an amazing weekend. I will probably go live again tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. Bye.